You know, they tell us the big tent is a good thing. They say cooperation and nonpartisanship are signs of a healthy democracy. But if everyone is in the same tent, nobody is guarding the exits. Hey Canada, it's Earl. I'm looking at the news today, and I'm seeing something that should terrify every Canadian, regardless of who you vote for. We've got Doug Ford standing up in North Bay saying he doesn't give two hoots about political stripes and that he's working extremely well with the Carney Liberals. We've got 5 MPs walking across the floor to join the very people they spent a decade calling a threat to the nation. People think this is unity. It isn't. It's the death of the check and balance. The whole reason we have multiple parties in this country isn't just for variety. It's to ensure that when one side goes off the rails, there is a hand on the emergency brake. It's to ensure that when a government wants to touch your pension, or freeze a bank account, or push a policy that ignores half the country, there is a loud, organized no standing in their way. But look at what's happening. If the Liberals secure this majority in the by-elections next week, aided by these floor crossers, that no disappears. Think about that. Without a strong opposition, Canada becomes a one-way street. If the government decides to pivot toward a centralized, digital-first economy that mirrors the social credit-style systems we see in places like China, who stops them? If they decide to overhaul your Canada pension plan to fund nation-building projects you never asked for, who votes against it? For the folks out there who spent 4 years losing their minds over Donald Trump, think about this. The only reason he didn't have total control was because of the constant, relentless pushback from the other side. Now imagine if he hadn't had any. Imagine if every Republican and half the Democrats just decided to work extremely well with him. You'd call that a dictatorship. Well, look in the mirror, Canada, because that's the bubble we're building right now. When Doug Ford says he doesn't care about stripes, he's telling you that the ideology doesn't matter as long as the gears are greased. When Marilyn Gladu trades her seat for a Liberal majority, she's telling you that your vote for a check on power was actually just a blank check for whoever is winning. We are heading toward a system where extreme policies won't even be debated, they'll just be implemented. No pushback on freedoms, no pushback on spending, just a quiet, polite march toward a one-party reality where you're told to just accept it because everyone in Ottawa is suddenly on the same team. A country without an opposition isn't a democracy, it's a corporation. And right now, the board of directors is firing the whistleblowers. Thanks for listening. Stay awake.